Hello, everybody that is a part of my channel. How's an L.A. Noire? Now, I said heavy rain tonight, but we will do that tomorrow. And we will do heavy rain tomorrow for sure. The reason being is there's a mess. So we're just going to do L.A. Noire. Without further ado, I'm not going to stall you that much. Let's do... Man, I can't wait for the new internet, man. I'm going to probably do a lot of replays. And maybe in a couple of years I'll do a replay of this. Hopefully. Better internet by the time I did this. But considering we don't have better internet, and it's all the way done, better we do it now.
I did a little boxing in the Marines. I found that.
Fix you a sandwich, buddy? Corned beef and egg salad, 12 cents. Bologna and ham and cheese.
It's strictly a mug's game. You'll like this fight, though. A plucky limey's about to take a beating from Negro.
You sound pretty sure about the result.
I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid. Let's get a ringside seat. Son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his... Let's find out what's going on.
Got you get out here right now!
Step back! Jam the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager. I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious?
We had a goddamn...
That line paid to take... He damn right. A couple of hundred other people.
Stand aside.
I'll put an APB out on him.
What would we do? Won the fight fair and square.
To prevent clipped. Paid to flop. There was biting on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money?
See what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I. Plus a bunch of names and odds.
You didn't... Newspaper. Be quiet.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney?
It's okay. Do I have professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
Some of the guys in my doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reason. Term gain. Came home on the cool.
Morphine robbery.
That was a... Get their share. Benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it.
Deserving aren't always rewarded.
Mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that.
A few questions.
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the more? Are they pressing you?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc.
I have a solution. Transact to take all the narcotic off your hands. And you can rest assured that it will all be for the purchase of medication and invest them. Developments in question are housing projects. Sir, your will come from the sale of bodies, and your will benefit those that you care for most. This arrangement meet with you approval.
You're a Doctor.
Feeling that Courtney is gonna get cat. It's just me. It's just me.
You better find that cocksucker him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
Roy, you out of pocket too?
Me.
My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. Either you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Mother-in-law.
I mixed her pretty scared back there.
I have to, here. How in the hell do I make a phone call? There has to be a phone in here. Because I don't. Man? Oh, here it is. Hello, how everybody doing?
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following.
Phone number is the Hotel L.A Noire, 6294.
Quarter a night, no
to
questions
see.
asked.
If got everything. You know, I get everything. I will start crying. And I ran on stream. So that will be an ugly, ugly mess. An ugly, ugly mess. Feel something in here that we didn't check. Can't make the sound yet. Still waiting. You gotta be missing something.
Everything here is going to be relevant.
We're missing something, Cole. Can't you see that? I'm leaving. We did. Oh, we didn't get it all. Alright, I need over here.
Have a pretty Cohen and stomp on.
Note a man, detective. Talking to gangs at the turf. You should try hands clothes that you slink around in.
It's a front for his illegal activities.
It is that, but he does catch
Brooks
Right.
Brothers.
Great.
What do you want
D. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
by that name?
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort.
Hold on, guys.
Isn't that the cop who won a medal and is solving all the cases?
Alright, sorry about that.
A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his.
The only reason.
303.
What a skunk.
203. Or 203.
The reason, brothers.
Out here.
Locked.
Insta-heat. Adrian Black's product of choice.
Albert has his work cut out.
Who's Candy?
The lady who filled out this cube.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts.
Still missing stuff.
Doesn't look like anything.
It's a mouth guard.
I'm doing some homework. I left. Gives this angle. It's still warm.
Okay. We need. Find everything. Oh. Ooh.
He must be heading home.
There we go. That's the sound I was looking for.
Who's he hiding?
Isn't that the cop who won a medal?
Okay. I thought so. Let's go to this girl's address.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a.
Oh shit. Still waiting on that internet, man. I'm really hyped, but we'll see. Had 2 days off of Doom and wait.
We need to play PD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy? Gave his name as Carlo.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds.
Apartment 7, huh?
Like hitting. We had a goddamn. This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
Out cold,
grab his hand.
but breathing.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them.
Odds on them all being.
I think that's it on hit. Well, I could be wrong, but I think that is.
She's leaving town. Single ticket. One way. I guess.
Hey.
Scania sails from New York. It's for you to answer.
Okay.
Ever? Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards? Hammond, we have reason in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't.
Save it for the suckers. Albert won. He may not have told you, but you don't strike town when there's money to be had.
Call me anything you like, Flatsburg, and all the cheap chiselers here.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you? Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for...
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Albert finally won a big fight. I say good luck to him. Andy.
Do all you cops run? And if I wouldn't tell you. Like I said, I've done nothing wrong.
The LAPD expects a little more. Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker.
Knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money.
I'll handle this.
That ain't good.
Train station? I smell it where she goes. Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Oh, bullshit. You didn't catch me. What you saying that you caught me?
Tail this broad. Don't let her. I'll bring up the car behind you.
I just hate walking slow in this game. Drives me up to man.
Trail. Back. Gotta get closer.
How the hell she didn't see me there? Second time. Way to go.
Bookmakers?
Yes. Surprise, surprise.
He the cop
A blonde
they've been
woman
talking
just
about
came
on
in.
$600. Hear me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on
Money and went out through the back.
What are you doing?
An old intelligence trick from the Marines. Have self.
Andy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
Hello, King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers fronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica. The Examiner, 1658 Arcade.
Gotta follow her. We don't lose her trail. And welcome, viewer. Welcome to the stream. What are we doing tonight? We doing pretty good?
On in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about 4,000 clams and change.
We're going to
Maybe 5 minutes. Called the kid. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by...
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
We need to go. Well, we was gonna go, and I figured we just
Operator,
knew where that
message
was
for
at,
KGPL.
but we didn't.
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company, Hollywood 2187, please? This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab 1887 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Send 1 round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's.
Do you have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Chino, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
Past couple of days.
Bag for the up-and-comers. She knows goddamn...
What are you doing?
The place isn't L.A.
Winston... Break.
He was a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
You're in town.
Hammond needed to make sure he was
It's concerned. Must seem to...
No more times. Just story missions.
Dead. Not in the close.
Inside.
That cab.
How many stops is she gonna make?
You got any idea of what keeping a...
Hammond is full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
Fucking music in this game. Bump. Shut up! No, they're not.
Pull over. She's heading inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail her and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
That's a guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now there's an oxymoron for you.
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy. Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
I have a patrol depot putting together a Hammond. He got the...
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy.
One shot fired. The Egyptian Theater.
So, what now?
The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Sucks. I'm big guy up.
Didn't deserve that.
Poor girl, because I walked beside the over Mickey C.
Well, she knew. He's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong.
Seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. The revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a bitch. He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. Money too?
Come on, we're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo?
Collecting the money for you. Mickey made it...
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
Set me up. Everyone wanted me to take the dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best.
And you were too brave to sink where?
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying. It wasn't for lack of courage. But I had...
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream.
It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
Come on, Cole. Carlo's a dead man. Hammond too when I find him.
Throw out the...
Where are you?
You limey cocksucker.
You fucker. Which track is... The ones that have black bars I can't skip, but the ones that tell the driver...
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
Mistake, Arcaro.
Come on, Cole. Carlo's a dead man.
Throw out...
Clear me some...
What the fuck is the machine gun?
Get behind something, Phelps!
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy. Catch. From New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back. I was a Marine, and one deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed. LAPD cops might be involved. Does know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead boxing manager who murdered Candy Ed.
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop. A uniform from your locker. You're back on the...
I'll go fuck your wine bottle. I can't think of anything. Oh, go fuck yourself, game.
The coroner thinks the brain... Just get over there.
Start introduce my scienter Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is...
We're a dysfunctional couple now. Fraud with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Oh, fuck.
Spices in the place.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. You seem distracted.
We recovered the more. So what, Dob?
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea? The deal's done right now will change the LA, and we're wasting our time on some hump. Visit the morgue at the end when the John Does are cremated. Their percentages.
Yeah, I heard them for about weeks. I just need to stop moving it completely. For a little bit anyway.
Apartment 6, in the back.
Thanks. But Cal,
How can we get on with it?
relax, Rusty.
26 years old.
We heard Carruthers sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is... Sure. Go right ahead.
Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, the water is violently churned, that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth. Be my guest. Take a...
Badly. And these look like bite marks.
Very good. Could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire, or a classic sign of... And the bruises tell the story. One man held and another held her arm and injected her. Take a look around.
Very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought cigarettes and weren't junkies, and you might be on.
Some pills, and then she just drifted off.
Julie, she always had so much fire. I'm sorry.
Gives us somewhere to look.
I'm not being very clear.
There.
Modeling assignment. It's a place to start.
Last picture.
Beautiful girl. Close.
try to look for things.
I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one. Barbiturate. Roller coaster. Julia, do you mind answering some questions?
Shocked. I feel like there's some.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Needs to be notified.
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Put them in her room.
She supported herself. Always new star. A princess.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Let me just check this. Okay. You're not being totally honest.
Men
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia.
Mary, sister.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions. Fine, officer.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high. One moment and screaming at you the next.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, below is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson.
Free to chat
Go home.
if you want.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then run down the jacket.
Really gets it wrong.
Oh, no. I'm with girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Oh, I really want Chinese. I don't know why. I just really want Chinese.
You can drive.
Where are we going?
Over the case notes.
Can't we talk about this?
But
I think he's gonna say something about Rusty and Galloway, but we don't need to hear about all that. I need a freaking neck massage.
Hello. What can I...
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong. No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
Dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very girl.
Could you tell us why you let...
When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much.
Very well, officer. Heather.
Phelps, this is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall?
Yes. Julia helped me trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. She's full of life. Wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some must really love you. How did you meet Julia?
Henry Arnett.
Who's your beau? Tell us about it.
Henry has a fashion, but he and Julia have been friends for years.
Fashion.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged? She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
Agree.
We're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
Oh no, she was so full of life.
You know the way. You can drive.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out.
Proud of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Stuff with my mom and my dad and got carried away and saw the ending of Stranger Things again and still can't believe it. I liked the ending. It was pretty good.
If we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work.
Yes, sir, your name?
Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
After they've left.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death.
Very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if...
Not if it doesn't compromise Dr.
He's gonna be a.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all.
Now it doesn't made out to.
Julia Randall know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
No.
Does contradict you, doctor?
She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. Blow up, but no.
Prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, detective.
Count for that.
Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Let's go to the autopsy place. The cat's meowing.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Can you drive to this one?
All right, where to?
I mean, we'll go here and hit.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Hold on. Sorry to yell at the cat.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
So we have two killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or two after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
That's always nice.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
I know that we're not missing anything there. At least I don't think, but fuck it.
This is the place.
Oh, just you wait.
And he still confessed.
It's him, the cop
Interview 2.
Arnett is in interview 2, Phelps. Go help him get whatever it is off his chest.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Grown men playing at being
I think
boys.
his name is. He brought in the case of that poor lady killed near City Hall. My sister's always been lucky
Oh.
when it came to her weight.
Where the hell?
That bum took a swipe at me, I put him down with my sap.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Come clean with us, Arnett. Was Miss Randall your mistress? Is that how she could afford such a lavish lifestyle?
That's a ridiculous allegation. How could you possibly prove that I paid for Julia's things?
Well, we do have... We do have... this.
We were strictly business. Julia and I came from different social backgrounds.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have?
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
They weren't even his prints, and he still
Some kind of
confessed.
traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting Sixth.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Can you quit driving like a jackass already?
Move. Your fucking car. I'm fucking losing. Alright.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be.
Fucking hell. Fucking car. Oh, fucking hell.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
This
Thanks.
is why
Can you also
I
have
felt
R&I
like
run the
fucking
records on a
mission or
Jimmy
having to go
LeBlanc
back
and find
to
out who was his
fucking
last
checkpoint.
arresting officer? Have him get in
Because
touch
they don't
via
fucking
KGPL
let
when
you
they have some
skip these
information.
scenes. And then when they do give you a chance to skip it, you don't even get the fucking achievement. It's kind of like...
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Slow.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Phelps.
What are you doing?
Are you serious? We gotta... Rockstar! What are you fucking doing with your checkpoints, man? Give me an option to fucking skip this if I don't want to see it.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
What are you doing?
I did that last time. No fucks given. This time he fucking sees me right off the bat. I fucking hate these trail missions. When they're in the car, it's not that bad, but when they're fucking on foot, it's fucking bullshit.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Go see him. There is no fucking way. Go fuck yourself, game. Yes, go fail mission. Fuck yourself. There's no way he could have fucking spotted me that fucking far away. No fucking way.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Fucking mission is bullshit.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thank you.
Honk if you're horny.
Can you drive to this one?
All right. Where to?
We'll go to police station so they can give us information.
A one-way ticket to Mexico.
Skip it.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks. It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Wait a minute. There's also the black sapphire ring.
Julia Randall.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Something else.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Any ideas?
What are we missing? Let's go back to the apartment.
It's hot to rate, Rusty. You gotta. You're missing something. Go back to the apartment.
You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Back to the apartment. Nothing in here. Nothing in here.
Not sure this means much.
I wonder.
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where are we going?
You know, I really wasn't going to go back there, but since he gave me the idea, I'm like, maybe there is something that we missed. And luckily, there was something that we missed. So we went back there and we got it, so.
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Find some cover!
You're pretty brave for a dead man.
Stay in cover!
I'm wide open here. You're clear. Go!
There's a guy there. I'm behind that fucking thing.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore posse with them. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Can you drive to...
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while...
Tomorrow I'll do some heavy rain for you guys.
Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
If you are returning 43 pieces of my property.
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please? It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are, making heinous accusations in my own home?
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the...
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? Grace. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
That terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
I get the sense that you're worried about something, Mrs. Eavestrom.
I have already received the insurance claim, Detective. Is there any way we could keep the return of these items discreet?
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out. We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
What a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
This is a fast car. Damn it.
I hope you got some money saved up.
No, I don't, man, but that was my fault.
Look out!
Bitch. Dumbass.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
An elevator, but okay.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop!
Don't kill
LAPD!
him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on,
Put your hands in the air! Give it up! LAPD! Don't make me chase you!
God darn it. Drop off one more of this thing, I'm dead. Ow.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. Good time to get some answers.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
I think you're lying about that, but okay. Really? Just two things.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective? I thought as much. Shouldn't you be calling me an ambulance or something?
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
You wanted Julia Randall out of your life.
Why would he want that? Julia was our friend.
Julia was his hump, sweetheart. They were the Bonnie and Clyde of society burglars. He met you and realized he didn't have to steal anymore. He could just mooch from you. He needed Julia out of the way.
Julia was insatiable. She didn't care about anyone, not the least me. She was never going to go back to the poverty she came from. I wanted it to stop.
Who is Henderson?
But you know, Henry, I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Damn it.
No such person, Detective. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? Doctor!
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Didn't want to pick that. I think he did it.
You're behind the wheel.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor...
This turned into be a long mission, guys. Isn't something worth. Holy shit. turned into be some kind of a long mission.
Back for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Why is our evidence movie or evidence music here? Weird.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. You know that I loved her. I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Didn't see that coming.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way. We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Damn. Get herself the grief. Shit.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. Old.
Thank God I didn't park there.
Okay, the guy's had enough.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case?
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
Should be packing this up soon.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this, the kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wait. Cole. You hear that? Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up. Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch really picked this spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
I'm not going to do any more. I'm just going to let it save. That way we don't forget much more. Pause this. I'm going to stay quiet during this.
We're being overrun. We have to get off of this hill.
That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
Friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole! Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command? Hear that, son. God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to first lieutenant.
Alright guys, that will do it for this episode of L.A. Noire. I hope you did enjoy it. If you want to support the channel, remember to hit that follow button. And as always guys, keep gaming, keep being positive, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till next time guys, take care of yourself, and peace.